Larry Nance will be live on Twitter in Spaces Friday at 6:30 for the third time. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know to be there, to be a part of it. Let's get into it.
You must know that first. Can't nothing and nobody fade what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying?
Welcome to another episode of In Space. I'm your host, Chris Connor. Shout out to all the good people that sponsor us to show us love. DraftKings Sportsbook, Jägermeister, Birdsall Law Firm. Yo, man. I haven't looked at the weather around the country. I haven't looked at the weather even back home in New Orleans. But I know where I'm at right now. It's like 52 degrees to start the morning. So that tells me a couple things. Football season is here, and basketball season is around the corner. And with that, I thought it was a perfect time, man, to do another Spaces with Larry. Connected with him again. He told me from the last one that we did, I think in when was it, June? Or it might have been July. But from the last one that we did, you know, he told me that he wanted to do one, at least one more, and here we are. So it will be Friday, 6:30 Central Time, 6:45 at his latest. You never know. I will do a pre-show here. The last one that I did, we did a pre-show similar to this. It will be live. You could come in, we could chop it up, talk about it. We'll go over some highlights for some previous Spaces for those that maybe missed those two with Larry. If you don't remember, the last one had CJ McCollum and Trey Murphy make guest appearances, which was just really dope and really fun for the people in the community. And that's one of the reasons, man, like, if I could let y'all in, you know, on something, Larry really loves that platform. He loves being able to talk with people in the city. He loves to be able to connect with the fans. He knows that it's not a whole bunch of people, or really any, that's doing that, right? There's no players that's going to that, that's having that kind of platform, or even simply Twitter Spaces, to where this will be his third time. Now, everything you need to know. First thing is, this could be the last one, if I'm being honest. This will be his third. I don't know after this how the season will go. Maybe we tap back in during All-Star break, maybe not. But you know, you never know in this league. Once the season is going, what allowed him to do the first one was that he was injured. He was injured, and they were on a road trip. He wasn't traveling with the team at that period of time, so that was like the perfect time. And the team was in the midst of a terrible, like, I think they were either in the midst of a 10-game losing streak, or it was something outside of that. And he just wanted to do something cool and connect with the people. And of course, the second one was in the off season. So, you know, if Larry is, you know, healthy, doesn't miss a whole bunch of time, or if you know, depending on how his All-Star break is built, or depending on if, you never know. I mean, he could be, you know, the roster move can be made. He could be traded. It is the NBA. So this could be the last one that I do, or that I'm able to do with Larry. I hope that it's not. I've enjoyed these. It takes a lot, I think, for a player to want to just sit back and just be one of us and answer pretty much any question. Like the last one, the first one, he was kind of getting acclimated. The second one, man, they were, you know, he was a lot more laid back with the questions that were answered. And I think it helped that he had his teammates in there, and you got a chance to really see how those dudes interact with each other, the jokes about the game, about each other, about other players, you know what I'm saying? Things that you maybe, you know, you wouldn't have had knowledge of, like Najee being like a 32 king, you know, beating a couple dudes in one-on-one, you know, almost getting in the fights with folks. Like, you know, all in all, it was an inside look into the locker room. And I think that was dope for a lot of people from the feedback that I got. So that's one of the things. Could be the last one. So Cherish it. If you are unsure, excuse my background noise. I never record in the morning, but when I do, it's hella traffic. Damn. Oh, if you don't know how to get to it, I mean, it's you're gonna have to have an X profile, Twitter profile. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow Larry, Buchra Media, all the folks that are typically in there at the top of your screen. You'll see it. You know, you'll see like a purple bar for you to join with whoever you follow's name in there. You'll see the name. You'll see Larry Nance, you know, Twitter Spaces, so on and so forth. It's easy to join. Also, it will be live streamed and recorded on here. So similar to this show that you're watching, like last time, you'll be able to go and you know what I'm saying, rewatch it if you missed it. So that's something that I think with all spaces going forward that I do specifically with players. That's what we're going to do. So if you miss it, you can't catch it live, you'll be able to catch it here as well. And be sure, man, go back and watch the last one. The first one is the first one on YouTube? I'm trying to think. I think the first one is on YouTube too. So you should be able to find both of these. But specifically, if you didn't get a chance to see the last one with CJ and Trey, everybody, and some of the funny moments, which I'll go over in the preview of the show or for the show on Friday, please jump in, man. It was really entertaining and it was a cool time. I don't know if we talked as much basketball as I thought we were going to talk as this one. This one will be probably a little bit more basketball related, but you never know. Something else you need to know. There's no telling who's going to show up. And what I mean by that is I didn't have confirmation that CJ was going to pop in. CJ didn't join until I want to say 30 minutes in. I didn't have any. He said he was going to join, but there was no confirmation 100% that he was going to pop in. Trey, I had pretty good confirmation that he was going to be there. He hadn't 100% said yes, but I felt like it was clear he was going to stop in. He was there from start to finish. But outside of that, it's no telling who may pop up. Last show, Larry mentioned, you know, that he may look to get some other guys and, you know, other teammates or maybe other personnel involved. So, you know, we'll see. It could just be Larry, or it could be, you know, maybe some, you know, similar guests from before, or someone new that you maybe don't get a chance to see in that or on that platform very often. And it's something about Twitter, man. It's something about Spaces that it's not like you don't get. Even for those that try to make it press conference type speak or interview type talk, they're a little bit more relaxed. So hopefully, you know, we get some other special guests, which would be dope as well. Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a good show. I think it's overdue. It's the last one before the season starts, really, man. I mean, this signals media day, training camp being around the corner. Then shortly after that, preseason, and then after that, you're talking about the start of the season. So there will be room for people to ask questions. There will be super chats available for those who want to get first priority. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it's gonna be difficult to ask every single question possible. But if you want to chop it up with Larry, I do a solid job of being able to get as many people up and try to keep it as time, you know, friendly as possible, specifically with questions of people not up there forever on just one question. And sometimes people get to come back up a second time, you know, depending on how the flow of the show is going. So I want to give as many people opportunities to come up there and speak, you know, and either vent or ask Larry or whoever the guests are as many questions as possible. So I'll say this, man, get in the comments. Be sure to ask if, you know, you want to get a head start on things, ask questions now. What do you hope to learn from this show with Larry? What questions would you ask? How do you hope the show goes? What would you like? Who would you like to join the show? What special guest would you like? I don't think Zion is coming, so please don't mention Zion. If Larry gets Zion to show up, man, I mean, you know, that would be an all-time moment, but I doubt it very seriously. But yeah, man, I wanted to tap in with y'all and just let y'all know, if y'all did not know, if y'all didn't see my tweet, we will be doing another Twitter Spaces with Larry Nance Friday. And then from there, we'll see, who else I can get maybe before the season starts or as the season goes. I think that there's a lot of folks that are respecting the community that's been built, not just through me, but through, Faloran and Rocky and all the regulars, Charles, Chaz, you know what I'm saying? All the people that keep that platform alive, the entire group chat that I'm in on Twitter, just, the people that consistently run these and are a part of these, not just through New Orleans, like, but I just think we do it best, personally speaking. So, and I've gotten word a few times that players, it's a platform in which they can come in and speak comfortably, and there's not just a whole bunch of those that are available, in which, like, I think one person told me, he said, like, this platform allows folks that maybe aren't, or the way that it's ran, it gives the comfort that a lot of players seem to have with former players or active players when they go on their podcast. So that's dope to hear. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all for me. Tap in with everything Boo Crew has going on right now. There was just a show dropped the other day. Lito dropped a show on Jonas Valanciunas. Chaz dropped the show on Jonas Valanciunas. And yeah, man, Friday, 6:30, there will be a pre-show. I think the pre-show might start anywhere between 5:30 to 6 o'clock on Friday. So happy to chop it up with y'all, man. Glad to rock with y'all again. Good to see y'all in the comments. Thank y'all for supporting. As always, I holler at y'all.
We've had 7 months without an NFL game. Crazy, right? Well, good thing that's over. NFL's here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer. New customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. Download now and use code BOOT to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's code BOOT, only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours.
In the building. I told you last time, get with us or get out of here, man.